he stole $12 million. No alarms, no witnesses, no immediate consequences. For a moment, it looked like the perfect crime. But in the final hours, he made one decision that ensured he would never enjoy a single dollar of it. At 34 years old, Daniel Mercer lived a life most people never noticed. He wasn't rich. He wasn't struggling either. He worked night shifts as a logistics supervisor at a private cash transport company, the kind that quietly moves money between banks, casinos, and corporate vaults. Daniel wasn't trusted because he was special. He was trusted because he was invisible. And invisibility can be dangerous when someone starts paying attention. Daniel didn't plan the theft all at once. It started small. Access codes he wasn't supposed to memorize. Schedules that never changed. Security cameras that hadn't been upgraded in years. Night after night, he noticed the same thing. The money moved like clockwork. The oversight didn't. $12 million would pass through one holding facility every Friday morning. And for exactly 11 minutes, there was no direct monitoring. Most people would see that as a flaw. Daniel saw it as permission. He told himself he wasn't stealing, not really. He framed it as borrowing time, borrowing opportunity, borrowing what the system wouldn't even notice missing. At least not right away. Daniel didn't rush. He didn't panic. He spent 6 months preparing for a crime that would take less than 15 minutes to commit. And that patience is what made it work. On a quiet Friday morning, Daniel arrived early. No gloves, no mask, no drama. He followed procedures exactly as written, except for one. When the transfer truck arrived, Daniel redirected the shipment. $12 million was loaded into a secondary vehicle, a vehicle that never checked out. By the time anyone realized something was wrong, the money was already gone. Daniel went home that morning like nothing had happened, and for the first time in his life, he felt untouchable. This is where everything changes, because stealing $12 million doesn't just give you money, it gives you confidence. Daniel didn't celebrate, he didn't run. Instead, he waited. Days passed, then weeks. No knock at the door, no phone calls, no police. And that silence convinced him of something dangerous. He believed he was smarter than everyone else. Daniel could have disappeared. He had enough money to vanish quietly. Offshore accounts, new identity, clean escape. But he didn't. Because Daniel wanted something more than freedom. He wanted credit. So he made one decision that destroyed everything. He contacted a financial consultant under a fake name, asking how to move a large sum of newly acquired cash without triggering investigations. The consultant listened, and then he reported it. Once authorities knew where to look, the illusion shattered quickly. Transaction records, vehicle logs, camera footage Daniel assumed no one checked. The same invisibility that once protected him now worked against him, because no one noticed him. Until they did. Daniel was arrested 3 weeks later. Quietly, at home, no resistance. The money was recovered. Every last dollar. Daniel Mercer was sentenced to decades in prison. No dramatic courtroom scenes, no final speech, just paperwork and a cell. The money he stole never changed his life, but the decision he made afterward did. Stealing $12 million was risky, but it wasn't fatal. The fatal mistake was believing the crime was over, when it was only beginning. Because in the end, the most dangerous moment isn't the crime itself. It's the moment you think you've won, when one decision changes everything.